So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics 315, published in December 1963, with story by Edmund Hamilton and art by John Forte. And this is called The Legionnairs Super Contest. More than once when the Legion of Superheroes has been away from Earth and an emergency has arisen, its place has been taken by the secret Legion of Substitute Heroes. But now at last the secret comes out and the superheroes learn for the first time of their substitutes. What is the reaction to this revelation, jealousy or gratitude? The answer to that lies in the outcome of the Legionnairs Super Contest. The substitute Legionnaire who scored the highest mark and will become a permanent member of the real Legion is... I know I lost the contest. I haven't a chance. I hope I won. If only I got the highest score. I'm sure Night Girl is the winner. So they have this universe monitor that can monitor the any planet around the universe. I don't know. I think that breaks all sorts of rules of physics, or laws of physics. But anyway, this group here, who apparently their planet lacks glass and they want glass so they can make poison gas for conquest, they're attacking Earth in their little two-man vehicles. This film of Metropolis... Okay, so what they're doing is they're beaming an image of tranquility to the universe monitor so that the Legion thinks that everything's fine. And now they're stealing glass. The Legion, or the substitute heroes, they do spot them because apparently they're not monitoring through the universe monitor, and go to attack these ships. Polar Boy and Fire Lad are able to take several of them out. Night Girl, because it's nighttime, she's able to grab one of the ships and I guess probably throws it down, and then Chlorophyll Boy is able to use his power to create trees to trap the villains. This is the last of the raider ship. Good, we'll turn the prisoners over to the science police and leave the Legion of Superheroes. The Legion of Superheroes will still be unaware that our Legion exists. So, Stone Boy doesn't do anything. You five youths defeated those space raiders. Who are you? So they finally, after all this time, reveal themselves. We are the members of the Legion of Substitute Heroes. These so-called substitute heroes look familiar. So they know that they were all rejected applicants, and then quickly go through their origin stories. In case of Polar Boy, Night Girl, they are their abilities are innate. In the case of Fire Lad and Chlorophyll Kid, it was through accidents. My little boy fell into the tank of powerful plant growing solution. What effect will it have on him? It may give him the power of making things grow. Only time will tell. So, the guy predicts correctly. Stone Boy's ability is also innate, but is often considered kind of useless. He can change his body to stone. So it's a very passive power. Our Legion rejected you, the five of you applicants, because each of your superpowers was too limited. You mean to say you formed your own Legion? I think that just about any of them except Stone Boy would be a mid-tier Legionnaire. I just always think about the powers of all of them but Stone Boy as compared to, say, Triplicate Girl. I just don't think that they are less powerful. In particular, Polar Boy, who was rejected because they were worried that his radiating of cold would be a distraction. But it never at any point have we ever seen it bothersome to anyone else. So it seemed like just an excuse by the writer, not by the Legion. Night Girl says, will you order us to disband? That would break our hearts. Our Legion is our life. We're touched by your devotion, and we want your substitute Legion to go on. To show our gratitude, we'll accept one of you into our Legion. Which one? All of us have dreamed of entering the Legion of Superheroes. So what they're going to do is they're going to have a competition. Each one of the substitute heroes will be matched up with a Legionnaire, and then they'll be given an assignment to test them and give them a score at the end. So Night Girl has a crush on Cosmic Boy, so she's hoping for Cosmic Boy, but she gets, I believe, Superboy. So the first one up is Polar Boy. And Brainiac says, 2 scientists who call themselves the human guinea pigs tried an experiment that went wrong and superfroze them. No one's been able to revive them, so reviving them will be your task. So this is kind of a life and death. Well, he's paired up with Sunboy. This is kind of a life and death situation, and really seems like a bad idea to be using it as a test. But Polar Boy's a little concerned because this seems like the opposite of his power, because his power is freezing. These guys are frozen. But he has an idea. I remember my native world, and that gives me an idea. So he grabs them up and is travels to a volcano. He's taking them into that volcano fissure that leads down into the Earth's core. How can he endure the terrific heat? So that's kind of the abilities of the people from his planet. That's why they have these polar abilities. Here inside Earth's core is no hotter than the great heat storms on my native world, and I could protect myself by radiating cold around myself as we do there. So he's able to thaw these scientists out, the human guinea pigs, but is also able to radiate cold to protect them. You succeeded. We couldn't follow you in there, but we want to know all the details of how you did it. We could tell you we owe our lives to him. And soon at the clubhouse, I knew you'd figure out a way, Polar Boy. They're figuring up your grade on the score computer now. You won't know what your score is until all the tests are finished. The suspense of waiting to know will be terrific. You're next, Night Girl, and I warn you that your test will be a daunting one. You'll have to go some for your partner to beat my partner's score, Superboy. Polar Boy did fine, but he won't have a chance against the score Night Girl will make. I have nothing against Polar Boy, but winning this test is my only chance of entering the Legion of Superheroes and being near Cosmic Boy. I must win. So in part 2, we get the test of all the other members of the Legion of Substitute Heroes, and we'll find out who wins.